Oh no, I forgot to check. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, no, it is fine. I thought I forgot to check for privacy, and that was about to be very embarrassing. But I remembered, so it's not actually that bad. Anyway, no, my mic is on. Man, it's not even been like that long since I've streamed, and I'm just taking all the rookie mistakes already. But anyway, yeah, just gonna, I don't know, write some code, see how far we get with I don't know, some sort of project. I have no idea what I even am making yet, but we're gonna figure it out at some point. That Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have randomly. Okay, whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just go ahead and quickly set up the project real quick. Oh, that needs to be all caps. That's fine. What do I need? Electron and path, probably. I'll just do electron. If I need path, I'll install path. I don't know if I need path yet. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay. I'm doing all the mistakes. I actually just did touch main on Windows. I'm using Windows. Oh, I'm using this trash operating system. Can you even do this in Windows? You must be able to, right? Create file. This surely is allowed to be done. Okay, apparently, what is it? Type null. Well, it gave me an error, but it created it. Okay, well, there we go. I learned something today. I didn't know that was a thing before. Okay. I should have set this up beforehand. I don't know why I decided to start streaming and then set the project up literally on stream. It makes no sense. Okay, that works. Now I need to actually do the hard parts. No, it's a disaster. I think I need app and, or not browser view. I need browser window. When ready, that's what it is. What even, how do you even do this again? I actually kind of forget. It's just new, I create a new browser window, and then I think it's just an object, an electron. And you can just put in, like, I don't know, we'll start with a height and width of, like, this, I guess, right now. This is probably fine. That's not how you declare a variable, idiots. And then, oh, maybe I shouldn't have this random dependency that doesn't exist being declared. That would be good. Win.load file. I actually do need path. Because or at least, well, I don't need path, but it's preferred to have path for this, because you can path.join the directory name. And then I maybe should actually make the directory. I don't know, it's app. Actually, that might be an illegal name, low-key. I might not actually be able to name it that. We'll name it... Oh no, we'll name it game. There you go. I can't believe there's actually an icon for that, wow. Game, and then... index.html. And that should be fine, and then maybe I should also create that HTML file. There we go, success. Oh my god, that's bright as hell. That is so bright, oh my god. That's how you know I'm a true developer. It's bright as hell. Like the default white. Can't see. Okay, let's get rid of that. Alright, so we know it works. Let's get the CSS. Let's get the CSS going right away. Background, not background blending. Just where's normal background? Oh my gosh, I can't spell. I need my autocorrect. There we go. We're making that shit black straight away, and then color white, I guess. I don't know. I think we were allowed to declare title from the main process, so I don't need to do it here. It's irrelevant. Rel style sheets. Is that actually even necessary? I don't think it's even necessary to declare a type, but we're doing it anyway. Okay, there we go. There we go, that's more palatable. I need to make the width, like, way bigger. I don't know why I did 200. That's, like, really shitty. Okay, there we go. I can actually see the window now. If I want to change... I can just control R on this window, I think, yeah. I can just control R here. Okay. There we go. So we're set up. Let's actually start making the thing now. So let's get a canvas. Actually, I guess I don't really need to create. Well, I probably should give this an ID just so I could get it through JavaScript in the future. I don't know. I'll just give it a border so I can see it existing. Actually, maybe I shouldn't bring up that console on stream. I don't know if that's like that's a no-no to show that dev console on stream. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should avoid console logging things if I can. Well, we'll just call this a canvas. All right. I actually can't really remember how to work with canvas, I think. Or no, it's usually in the documentation it's C. Right, and then you do ctx equals c dot get context. Oh god, I need to actually spell. I think that's just how you're supposed to do it. I'm pretty sure, and then you can do ctx dot fill rect. Something like this. I think that should just draw a rectangle, or do I need to ctx dot? Theoretically, this should draw a red triangle. But it did not do that. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm showing the dev console. Cannot read properties of null, reading get context. This isn't a thing. There we go, I'm already... Oh, I misspelt it, that's why. I hope that was why. Okay, no, that was why. I did it correctly. Oh my gosh, look at me go. I haven't... Well, I have made mistakes, but I haven't, like, made, like, any egregious mistakes yet. I probably need to remove the margin here. Does that fix that weird? It does. Why? Actually, why does margin fix that? I guess, oh yeah, I guess because like that's on the HTML. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just always accepted margin fix that. Didn't really understand why. Okay, so first things first, I guess I should probably get, or I should probably do it this as a function probably. I can just do window.innerHeight and inner width for this, theoretically. And that should be fine. And then... I think, am I allowed to just set, like... For example... like c.height equals win_y plus pixels. Is that allowed? It's been so long. Okay, that's definitely not allowed. Can I just do it without the pixels? Maybe the pixels is the problem. Yeah, the pixels were the problem. Okay, that works. That's actually perfect. So you can just do the same thing here. Equals win x. Oh my gosh. Caps lock. Please stop doing dumb things. And that fits the frame good enough. I can just do overflow hidden. I mean, it kind of works. It's kind of jank, but it's fine. I mean, I can just... Oh my gosh, I really cannot spell today. Put that as a margin of 0 as well, just to do it. I'm not sure why it's offset in the way that it's slightly offset, which is weird. I'm not sure why it's like that. If I get rid of this... Oh, it was just... Oh, I see the issue. It was scrolled and then that's... Okay. I understand. It's fine. It's completely fine. Okay, I can get rid of this. This is probably fine. Okay, let's like make the main loop here. That's not how you do a function. Let's do this, so this should draw over and over again. We'll make our player, I don't know, let's just give them, for now, a color like blue. Then I guess like, height. And a width, I'm sure I will be changing these parameters in the future, but for now this is honestly probably fine. Actually, maybe, should I keep the players separate? Maybe I keep the players separate for now. I'm pretty sure it's width before height, actually. It goes X, Y. We'll pass a couple more things in here, so like position X, I don't know, like 20. Something like that. That way, all the parameters are accounted for. There, perfect. And the X and Y are also correct. That's usually the problem I run into, is I always mix up X and Y. I did not mean to full screen that. Alright, wonderful. And that should be drawing every like 60 or so seconds. So, alright, perfect. Let's build movement now, I suppose. I don't even know where we're going with this. I'm just making like a basic character thing and hoping for the best. As I go do something on my other monitor, like a terrible live streamer. Like a horrible, horrible person. Okay. Yeah, movement. Alright. That's pretty easy. Alright, theoretically they should be pretty easy. Just add an event listener for key press. Grab the event for that. Or let's make this a switch statement, actually probably easier. Switch e dot to and then we'll just do WASD controls, something like this. Actually, maybe test if this works before I continue on. It does not work. I'm not sure why. I'm not even getting an error in the console, so I'm not sure. Is this even firing? It is. Oh, that's why. It needs to be e.key. That's the problem, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Or I got one S, now it's... Oh, that was just me typing by accident. Does this need to be a function? Is that how that... There we go. Okay, I got it to work. Alright, bit of a L start. It's fine, so that should... That should work. So how do I want to do this? Because the thing is, I could have it so like on key down, it like increases like player dot position y is like -10 or well actually it would be plus or minus equals like 10. Or no, this is moving up, so yeah, it would be that, and then also just be plus equals 10. And that normally would be fine. I actually need to erase. Forgot about that. I think it's ctx.clear rect to erase. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Yeah, that just gives like blocky movements. Not very good. So it needs to be smoother movement, which is more complicated. The question is, where do I put that as part of player? Maybe I don't put it as part of player. Let's just do moving. Oh my gosh, I actually cannot type today. So do a couple of things like that, and then whenever you press or you key down these keys, what is W up? Just make it toggle this to true. And we'll just clone this, and for under the, or it needs to be key up event, we'll just toggle them back to false. Then over here, if and this needs to be minus equal. That should be smoother movement. Or just not draw anything. Moving up is not defined. Did I misspell it? I misspelt it. That's spelled correctly. Oh yeah, that's smoother movement. Okay, I didn't mean to completely delete the window. I guess that's fine. Is this height and width? I think should fix that. Oh wow, okay. Never mind, that was like the... This is not the problem. This was not the problem. Oh my gosh, okay, this needs to be positioned at... Man, I don't know how I blundered like that. That would... Oh, jeez. There we go, okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. Holy smokes. Okay. I can't believe I just did that. Alright, it's fine. We'll just do the same thing for left and right. Left is D, right is A. Oops, I mean to control X that. Alright, I think I accidentally... Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that was supposed to be clean movement for everything, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. Make this a little bit bigger. So why did DNA not work? Because I didn't. It is working. I just didn't put the if statements like a fool. Position X. Oh well, that needs to be plus. Okay, there we go. Let there be movement. I should probably also check if the player's going off screen. That would be a good idea, probably. Do I want to add, like, acceleration and stuff? Not really. That sounds like a lot of work, which I low-key don't really want to do very much, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be lazy. This is me just doing some weird thing. Because I don't know. What was I even gonna... Oh yeah, I was gonna make the bounds. Can I just add like a end something here? So what is this? Player dot position y is greater than 0. There we go. Now I can't run off the top of the map. Is less than. Does that actually work? It works, kind of. I need to, that's why. Minus player dot height. There we go. Cause it's checking the top corner of the player is why that happens. So now if I go down, it'll stop me. And then we just need to apply the same logic to the left and right. Oh. I'm just gonna copy paste actually. I'm gonna be lazy and just copy paste. Position X, width. Okay, and now you should no longer be able to run off the screen, although you can run off that side of the screen for whatever reason. Oh, I did it to the wrong, that's what I did. That's where the issue... There we go. Now you can only stay on the bounds of the screen. Perfect. And then I'll add just like a set speed. It's like right now we're going 10, so I mean just to prove it works, maybe I'll put it to 20. can replace all of that with player speed. Perfect. So now I can, the purpose of doing that is so I can now change the speed of the player whenever I want to now. And now, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to go from here. Okay, we got a player, we got it walking around. What's next? Let's make the player allowed to shoot, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna close these down just so I can see things a little better. I actually should probably declare player higher up, just in case we start going through the actual thing. Okay, oh no, I do want document dot add event listener click. Only one of those. Okay, that was some terrible that was some terrible programming, but we made it. We got there. I'm actually just gonna make this the main screen. I'm not sure, or I'm not really sure of a reason why it shouldn't be the main screen. Oh man, I'm not used to hiding my files like that. So far over to the left now. I guess it's fine. So I guess I need to create bullets, so that's probably not how you spell projectiles, but I'm dyslexic, so it's whatever. And let's just say our const new bullets equals, or it depends, because I'm gonna need to differentiate between players and enemy bullets if I want to add enemies at some point. Hey, what's going on, Cookie? What game am I making? I have no idea. I literally opened up a code editor and started typing stuff. I have no clue where this is going. Yeah, I don't even know. I guess I probably have to give it position of something. I'll just fill it in for no right now. Then we'll do like because I know this will be done by the player, so we can add like a source, and then for position player dot position y divided by 2, or no, minus dot width, and divide the width by 2, so this way I think it will spawn in the center of the player. Oops, that's y. But I need to do the same thing for x. Even start making a game? Rewind the stream, I guess. I literally started from nothing. Like, I didn't even set up the project beforehand or anything, which I should have done, but I didn't do. Didn't get the full-time position? Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. But getting more hours is always good. Gotta grind those hours. I guess I should maybe make, or give it like a size. And I'll just use the size for both the height and width. We'll make it like, I don't know, we'll make it 20. 20 is probably fine. And then we'll just push a new bullet here. Okay, this is all building the player. That's all well and good. Should I make this its own function? Do I really? Maybe later. I'm doing all right. Not too bad. Not too great. Pretty average. Just bored, so I'm coding some random thing. Or how the hell do you make a circle in Can? Like, I actually have to look this up. I genuinely don't remember. It looks really complicated, actually. This low-key looks really hard to do. What? Please. Why? why do you do this to me? So this is supposedly this is the code that makes a circle. I guess I should probably give the bullet a color. We'll do green. The thing is, I have no idea what any of these numbers mean. The website did not explain what these numbers do. It just said that this makes a circle somehow. Okay, I guess I just have to experiment on my own with it then. Which is fine, I guess. I wish the scroll on my mouse was not busted. Oops. Okay, so this is, first of all, does this actually make a circle somewhere? It doesn't look like it did. Well, that's also because I'm... Okay, well, we'll comment this out for now. Okay, this is already super annoying. Well, then it doesn't make a circle. It doesn't do the thing that it's supposed to do. What the heck, man? Why do I have a random word generator? Forgot to get rid of that. HTML canvas circle. Alright, this apparently... Well, I'm gonna need to really quickly turn this back to white to actually see if this works or not. It does not. I'm starting to think that there's an issue with drawing to the canvas right here for some reason. Quickly just do a sanity check so I'm not losing my mind. All this over drawing a circle. Yeah, it's not. Okay, why? Why do you hate me though? I'm so confused why it isn't drawing there. Oh, maybe because it's changing size after it's drawn? Is that why? There we go, okay. Okay, I got it to work. So does that mean the... whatever this is, this thing... does that mean this was actually fine and I was just putting it in the wrong place like an idiot? Yes, it was okay. Okay. It's like... if I change this to 10, how does the circle change? Okay, so that's the X and the Y is this. Then 40, I guess, is how big it is? Yeah, that's the size. What is the 0? What would the 0 be in that case? Like, does that make it into a... no, I have no idea what that's doing. Or that, well, this is... figured out how to make the circle successfully though, so we're fine. I now know how to... I'm gonna forget how to do this. I definitely did not properly learn. But it's fine, I can learn later. There we go. So this actually work the way I think it should work. Kind of. It kind of works the way I think it should work. But this needs to be plus, not minus. So this should spawn at the middle. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Now I need to figure out where the cursor is, draw a line between that and the cursor and make it fire in that direction, which is gonna actually be kind of hard. How's it going, Kendricks? Hope you're doing well today. Which I actually kind of created my own personal hell with this because it's gonna be inconvenient. Inconvenient to look at the dev tools when it's requesting this much animation frames, but whatever. I guess it's fine. So, can I see... First of all, on click, is part of this event, am I allowed to see where the position of the cursor is? I think client X and Y is that, no? That should have lower client XY. Or what's offset? So if I do it in the very corner, that should be very close to 0 on both, but I'm not sure what offset is. Yeah, okay, I just need client X and Y. You fear you got past the first phase for once? I haven't really been following. Like I was following it for the first few days, and then I was like, I don't know. I thought more about the AI stuff, and it's like I don't really want to participate in the game if it's just gonna be that. So I haven't really logged on. That's why I haven't streamed it. But I mean, congrats to B4U, not to take away from their achievement. Like I'm not sure if Omni got passed or not. The last time I checked, Omni was in the top 3 of their group, but I'm not sure if they got knocked down or not. I'm gonna be so honest, chat. I forget how to draw a line. Like, I low-key forget how to draw a line. Okay, this is how you draw a line. This is really exposing how damn long it's been since I've used Canvas at all. Which I'm actually surprised drawing a line is like this many functions. This is a lot of functions to draw a line. What's the difference? Like, so it's... How the fuck do I explain this? Okay, Cookie, we're doing art class. We're doing art class right here, because this is legitimately the only way I could think to explain how this goes. But when you do a tournament, right, you have like multiple groups. So Koa's 4 groups, right, and in every single one of these groups, you have I think 5 teams. Why is that? Why did it do it in white though? Okay, we gotta... Now it won't let me delete anything. Great. Good software. 10 out of 10. The delete button works perfectly. Okay, well, I'll just write it, I guess. I'll write it in purple. Okay, yes, we can raster... Okay. So you have 5 teams in each. In each one, the top 3 parts, so 3 teams, move on to the next stage from each of these brackets. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. I hope the art class helped. Is art class even showing? Art class is showing. Okay, good. There we go. Am I using an engine or just something like C++? No, I'm just noodling around with Electron, so it's like lets you use web tech for desktop apps. Nothing fancy from me. I gotta put on the training wheels when I'm streaming. Okay, so I want to make a line from basically here. So I guess the X and Y positions, which I will copy paste to what is it? E.client X and then E.client Y. Does that make sense? I hope, Cookie. The art class explanation. You probably already left. She probably already gone. That did not work at all. Where's my line? Send me my line. Actually, yeah, that's never gonna work. Oh my gosh, am I really gonna create a whole like Is it is it worth pushing the line just so I could have that debug tool available to me? Do I really care to do that? I literally looked up on Google how to make lines in Canvas just for this reason. How did I manage to copy a parentheses? This is the part where it's like scary math stuff though, because I need to basically, if I'm shooting from like here, right, and it creates the bullet, I need to figure out a way to make this bullet calculate the trajectory between here and the cursor, which I have no idea how to even begin to do that, but we're gonna figure it out. we're gonna figure it out, that's for sure. I don't know. Can I just pass it in? Can I get away with doing something like this? Or let's name this slightly better. If this actually works, I'll be very surprised, because I do not think this will work, but it would be very funny if this worked. Something like that. And then when I create the bullet, yeah, if it's like, I don't know, how would this even work? Been using Godot for about a week now. I've thought about getting into Godot, or I think it's called Godot. I always read it as Godot. Yeah, I think it's pronounced or supposed to be called as Godot. Yeah, I've thought about using it. I don't know. I've always recoiled at the thought of using an engine for whatever reason. I've like the ego the size of a mountain, I guess. But I don't know. I always end up somehow. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm trying to do game-wise. I'm just kind of noodling around and doing whatever. I made a player move around on a empty canvas, and now I'm giving the player the ability to shoot dots. Like it because it's open source. Yeah, I agree. I think, or I remember the whole thing that happened with Unity, and people kind of revolted about that, which was good. I'm kind of glad that happened, to be honest. The thing is, the thing that's nice about Unity, for example, though, is like, or at least this is the argument I hear a lot for it, is that it gives people like a skill, so they can say, you know, I've done, like, coded like, you know, for however many years in Unity or whatever it is, and like specific studios like would prefer that over like me, for example, which is like, you know, I throw together random projects and like whatever random technologies, and they kind of work. They kind of they're kind of jank, but they're fun. But yeah, I hope Godot becomes something more like that, which I'm sure it probably is. I don't know. But yeah, one of the things that mainly stopped me from getting into it was the lack of tutorials and stuff, and needing to relearn, because like any C-based language is a lot harder than just like the like I said, the training wheels of like JavaScript or Python or whatever it is. I mean, I don't really use Python. I hate Python with a passion. But, you know, okay. So what is it? If it's more than this, we'll just do like plus minus. Actually, we'll give it speed. We'll just give it speed now. Do like a speed of 10. I don't know. Actually, we'll give it like... Let's give it a speed of 20. Actually, for debugging, let's give it a speed of 5 so I can see what the heck it's doing. That's probably the smart way to go about it. Man, I can't type today. I've said that so many times, but man, my typing actually does just suck so much today. So this should, like, theoretically move at least a little bit, which it's not doing. All right, wonderful, fantastic. Glad that that's just... that this whole function's doing anything. Oh yeah, Brackeys. I heard Brackeys was or when I was following the whole Unity versus Godot drama, I heard Brackeys was like starting a series on it, because I think Brackeys is like the one main guy you go to understand Unity. So it's cool that at least I think he was doing a series on Godot. But yeah. I do have to just code up everything from scratch. Although I thought, isn't that how it works in other engines as well? Don't you have to do these kind of calculations, or is it just pre-built in? Do they just have like go to player? Because let me tell you, that would be fantastic. Maybe I should like check if these things I'm looking for exist, because it's not moving. Yeah, no, it's a thing. It exists. Oh, that's why. Oh boy. I used a minus sign instead of an equals. That was the problem. There we go. So it kind of, okay, it goes to wherever my cursor was. Which I will need it to continue on this trajectory, so this will become a problem in the future. But for now, it's progress. For now, that is at least a little bit of progress. There we go. Yeah, so it just takes the shortest path to where my cursor... Oh my gosh, okay, I get that off the screen. That's like vibrating all over the place. Here's a guide to making 2D and 3D games in Godot. And Godot also has scripts for gravity and stuff. That'd be nice. I should probably look into that instead of just literally making the whole thing from zero myself. But like I said, I'm stubborn. Any 3D modeling knowledge? A little bit. I've messed around in Blender, trying to make animations mostly. Which I do think I'm like decent at actually modeling stuff for the most part. Like, actually, maybe decent isn't a good word. I think I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I can make something that vaguely resembles what I'm trying to make like 90% of the time. Or maybe not vaguely resembles. It resembles what I'm trying to go for, but like the quality isn't super great, if that makes sense. Also, I think this approach is just kind of bumpkus, actually, now that I'm thinking more about it. This will never actually function. What I need to do is, I'm not sure how I would go about doing this. Got Discord if I would mind sharing. I mean, I have nothing currently on my computer to share. Like, I'm self-conscious in the way that I delete all of it, but if I make something, sure. I'd throw it on there. I don't mind. I mean, the last time I tried to animate anything, or not animate, but model anything, was for Frostbite, and like it did not go very far. Yeah, how would I... Okay, this is just... Okay, that... At the very least, I need them to stop gyrating. What I need to do is to calculate a trajectory somehow, instead of just being like go to this position, because that's never gonna be helpful. I need to use the current position, so like where it is right now, and then X and Y. It needs to plot a line and then continue on that line, which is the difficult thing, and make steps. Alright, restarting this, because this approach is garbage. Like, this is just never gonna work. It was kind of fun to go down this line of logic. This is just never going to actually be a thing that functions. I'll just quickly do this. Okay, just mess up all my inputs. And then we'll just push a new object here, which is going to be starting X. We'll just fill it with null for a second. Starting X, starting Y, ending X, ending Y. So I just do that, and then I will create the lines this way so I can just see it visually. Maybe that will give me some better idea on how to proceed. So we'll grab that, make another for loop. Not a function, a for loop. Or let's do a line of... That's fine. Then line dot starting X, and we'll do the same here. Line dot starting Y. How do I... Yeah. Wiggle balls of doom, for real. Like, those are actually hurting my eyes. Able to apply force at the angle of your mouse is relative to the player. Maybe. I was gonna try to work it out through math and just draw a line to the mouse and then kind of work off the line, like how much ascension or descension, I guess, do you get, and basically plot how much the bullet needs to go on the X and Y axis. Like, you're basically just plotting on a graph is how I'm seeing it. Ah, rip Cookie. Hope the Chick-fil-A is good. That is I hear so much about Chick-fil-A. This is a luxury we just do not have in Canada is Chick-fil-A. Change it's okay, it's stroke style to change. I really wish. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's drawing a line to where it needs to go now. So that'll be like the trajectory of that basically is what I need to use to calculate the trajectory of the bullet. Somehow. Need to figure it out. I need to take math classes. Honestly, chat. Like, I think math classes just need to happen. On the topic of Canada, why do you bag your milk? Okay, that's only a thing in some parts of Canada. Like, most of us do not drink bagged milk. That's like, mostly in Ontario, they do that, and it's weird. It's as weird as it sounds. Like, I visited Ontario a few times. And cause I live over on the west coast, right? So I visited Ontario a couple times, and every time we'd go there to visit relatives, they would literally pick up like a bag of milk from the store. It's so strange. And it's not like they don't have the normal like plastic or glass jugs there either. They have that. It is just it comes out of like a vending machine, like a cool, like you have like the normal freezer wall in a grocery store, but it's like a vending machine and it pushes it. It's interesting. I'll tell you that. It is interesting. I would not recommend doing math. I mean, I'm also scared to do math, but low-key kind of have to. Canadians are weird. This is true. We're crazy up here. Crazy snowmen. So how does one do the thing I need to do? Just out of curiosity, does a formula like this actually work? So I take... Maybe it would probably work easier if I use the y. What do I get if I log this into the console? Ending y is not defined. Oh, right, because I need e.client x. Right. Forgot about that. So if I go down, negative 217. It actually works about as I thought it would. No. This is bait. There's no way I write a math formula and it works as I think it's supposed to work. That doesn't happen. But so if I were to take this, for example, and divide it by like 4, that'd be 50, or well, I also would kind of want the raw number as well to double check. Or I would probably want to divide it by speed, and then step up that amount. So if I was to take, for example, like this, and plug in this formula, which was where? Right here. I also spelled ascending very wrong. I mean, that's still wrong. Well, I'm just fucking naming it Y, alright? I don't care. Patience is over. If I did this... Oh, that just went like... that started going down, like, so fast. Holy smokes. Oh, that's because I didn't divide it. I need to divide it. Okay, it kind of works. I think I need to... I think I need to code the X, the X portion for it to work correctly. And it does go up and down at least, based on whether my mouse is above or below the cube, so there's something. There is, I guess there is something, but now I need to make that same formula for X here, unfortunately. Okay, that's the center minus E dot client X divided by 5. And this 5 will be speed eventually. That is the plan. Okay, if this works, I will be at a... Or if this doesn't work, I will be at a loss. Well, it does work, just in the opposite direction. It does actually correctly do the thing that I'm trying to do. It just goes in the complete opposite direction. Why does it go in the complete opposite direction? Actually, why does it go in the complete opposite direction? That I don't understand why that's happening. I think I can remove that. I can also probably get rid of this. These test lines. I mean, can I just make it minus equal and does that just work? Only to a certain point. What if I make this one also minus equal? No, it still mirrors vertically, but like... That's so strange. Is this the first coding thing on my channel? I've done a few, like, coding streams and stuff over the years. It's just all unlisted now. Okay, I need to... Wait, did that just work? No, it doesn't work. It does the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do. How do I manage to do this? And the thing is, I have no idea why it behaves like this. But it properly does the opposite of what I'm trying to get it got. Only me, chat. Okay, so the X was minus 60 and the Y was 38. So I think the X is the problem. That was minus 35. The Y looks to be correct. Yeah, the further I move to this side, the lower X gets. Which should be not how it goes. The further I move to the right, the higher X should be. I think. So is this the thing that's the problem? Does this need to be plus? Nope. That just... Alright, that just completely ruined the formula. It's a lot of output, yeah. It gets exponentially more. Is there just a way to cheat? To, like, invert? I've, like... Because... I don't understand why it behaves the way it does. It's so weird that it does what it does. Because why does it properly go the opposite way that my mouse goes? Who designed this garbage? I really do not understand. Maybe this will help if I add more debugging layers. More debugging. It was not supposed to do that. I might need to add a math.round so I don't end up with more ridiculous decimals. Multiply it maybe by -1. I guess that could work. I could try it. One is not a function. I guess because I did it like this. Oh, that does work. There you go. This solves the problem. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this after stream and just like sit and think and try to understand why the hell it works the way that it does, but inverting it by -1. Alright, let's go. W. Okay, I should probably make it shoot like way slower though. Which I think counterintuitively I probably should increase this, yeah? To make it shoot like slower. I think that is slower. I'm not crazy, right, chat? That is actually slower. Try 25. Okay, that's 100% slower. Okay, let's go. The speed definitely is a little bit dependent on the cursor. That's actually a really weird mechanic. The speed is dependent on the cursor. Like, how close the cursor is to the cube. I kind of want to keep that, though. That's kind of fun. That's a bug, not a feature. Or no, that's a feature, not a bug. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea why this happens either, but I kind of like it. Actually, no, I know exactly why this happens. But if I wanted to fix that, I would have to restart, which I'm not doing. No, I actually kind of like that. You can, like, rapid fire, or you can do, like, a slow machine gun thing. Although, maybe ones like this, where it's moving so slow. You can... Man, you can make these things... Well, this is the strat if you want to, like, win the game, chat. You just spam a whole bunch of slow balls that will have a hitbox forever. This is gonna... I'm gonna probably crash the program soon. I need to add some checks to where these get out of bounds and then snip them out of the array. Otherwise, that's gonna become a problem. Do I care if it becomes a problem, though? That's fine. Let's add enemies. First of all, let me make the color of this gray, and then let me actually make the color matter. There we go. Okay, perfect. Why is it so... This is such a stupid thing, but it's, like, actually low-key addicting to just sit here and spam the shoot button. I don't know why. I'm just like, I come over here, oh, let me test if it's gray or not. Alright, great, but I'm sitting here just clicking around, spamming it. I don't know why. It's addicting. It's fun. This is the most ridiculous gameplay loop of all time. But it's fine. It's totally fine. So I guess let's create enemies. I don't know, I guess, okay, I can get rid of this, I can get rid of this. This is all debugging stuff that I don't need any longer. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what do the enemies need? Obviously an X and a Y position, which I guess for the... I'll add that maybe, if I need to add that. A size, they need to be defined as being a size, that's important. They need a color, also probably important, we'll make them red. What else do enemies need? Like health, damage, things that I would want to add in the future, not now really. Speed is important. They need to be going to speed. We'll make their speed like 5. And we'll just give them a position of 0, 0 for right now, I guess. And I'll just make it appear on screen the same way I'm doing for the player. Except, obviously, instead of player, we're going to do enemy. That should just make it on screen, yeah? At the cost of... Oh my goodness. I forgot I still had that in here. Okay, where is my player, though? How did adding that remove the player? Because, oh my god, I'm clearing the rec. I didn't realize I copy-pasted that. Okay, there we go. And then I just make it follow the player, I guess. Something like that. That should follow the player on the y-axis. Not very well. It kinda does. Oh, because I used X here by mistake. That's why. Or I used Y, pardon me. I don't know why I keep using like plus and minus symbols for equal sign for whatever reason. Alright, there we go. It follows me around. There was a few hiccups with that, but nothing too major. I just do the same thing for the y-axis. There we go, it chases me around, look at that. It doesn't really know what to do when it catches me, though. It just vibrates around on top of me. Oh man, that's gonna get clipped out of context. I think it's also allowed to go out of bounds, but that doesn't really... I mean, since the player can't go out of bounds, you can't really notice. Boom, 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 boom. I will have to change it so the bullets are drawn preferably on top of the guy. Okay, I should maybe program a check to see if things are colliding. Maybe I'll do this one as a function. I'm gonna have to normalize the way player works, though, then. Instead of, just give it a size. Oh, that's gonna come with quite a bit of refactoring, isn't it? Maybe not a huge amount, actually. This should... Okay, this works the same. So this will take 2 inputs. And then return, like, true or false, I guess. And then in this else statement, we just need to check if 2 things are colliding. So how does one check for a collision? That is the simple question. I guess yeah, how would one do this? Especially if something is smaller or bigger than the other. I guess bigger wouldn't be an issue. Smaller would be. So if we were to say, like, the left side of the enemy would have to be less than? No, it would have to be bigger than, bigger than the player. Then the right side would have to be smaller than the other, or not smaller, but the left side would have to be further to the left than the right side of the other player. I think. I'm already confused. Collision's hard. So this is the right side of the enemy, and this is the left side of the player. This is the left side of the enemy. This is the right side of the player, or the right side of the player. So if both of those 2 conditions are true, I don't know, we'll just see if this works. I don't really expect this to work on the first try, but we'll see. Yeah, it does not. What if I was to make the enemy slightly smaller than the player? Like if I made it 40? I think it would work now. Oh, it doesn't actually. Still doesn't. Is this returning correctly? Yeah, it's returning. Cat shut down the PC. Dang. Your cat doesn't like my voice, I suppose. That's okay. I've heard stories. I don't think cats like me very much. A lot of people when they're watching my stream, they've reported their cats are like, no, close the laptop, turn the computer off. They don't want to hear it. They don't want anything to do with it. Oh, what? Okay, that is a content visibility auto state change event. What an auto thing. So I just want to try to get, like, or to see if this is as I think it is. As it looks to be as I think it is. Get rid of that so I don't have to see all that nonsense. But I also want to see the... Supposedly this should be the left side. What? Why did the console just stop working? I need to actually be I need to be checking to run the function, stupid. That's why the console stopped working. Okay, there we go. This does look correct. Alright, what about this? There we go. I forgot to add the position X. That's okay. Woo. So whenever it's on the same X plane as, or yeah, X plane as me, it should be logging that I hit it. And then I just need to repeat the same logic here, theoretically, and then just make it for the or for the Y. So if it goes on top of me now, it should log as a hit. Alright, perfect. Or maybe I should keep the console open. Now, because I made this into a function like a smart cookie. I love, by the way, I put return true, console log something. This console log is definitely going to do so much right under a line that returns. Very, very good programming. That was smart. That was great. Good job. Right after I called myself a smart cookie and everything. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Well, this actually hits a issue. Now I'm thinking about it, because for every single bullet, I'm now going to need to check for every single enemy, or check through every single enemy to see if it's on it. Which is going to be a chore. This is gonna be the least performant app ever. Like, actually ever. Okay, so it's then gonna check this and projectile. And we'll change this to hit enemy and hit player so I can know the difference. Okay, it does work. It does actually function. This is, oh my gosh, this is actually going to become so unperformant so quickly. But okay, so I guess I should probably give the player health, huh? I guess we'll do something basic like 100. And then how am I representing health? Where even is... Okay, there it is. We'll do green. And start it at 0, 0. Player health, like, I don't know, 10, something like that. And then when I get hit, we just minus health. Okay, well, it works. You have to make something happen on 0 health, obviously. And also, that's, like, really small, so... I'm gonna make it 25. And then multiply the health by 2. There we go, that works fine. Then we're gonna give enemies damage. We'll give like the base one, I don't know, we'll give the base one, wait, okay, maybe not 50. We'll give the base one like 7, I don't know. Minus equal. There we go. And then we'll give grace frames as well. So once you get hit, it'll take like a minute. Or it'll take like time, so... We'll put it to... Yeah, we'll put it to 0 by default. Then if the player gets hit, say their health goes down, and then grace equals like, I don't know, 100. Then we just won't even bother. If their grace is more than 0, we just won't even bother doing this check. But we'll do it. Otherwise, and then whenever we draw a frame, we'll just, once we draw the player, player dot grace minus minus. So theoretically that should give us 100 frames of grace every single time we take damage. It is seemingly lasting forever for some reason. Oh, oops. There we go. So we take some damage. So we give ourselves a bit of a grace period. I think it's a bit long of a grace period though. You can add a little bit. We can make it a little bit shorter. We'll set grace to like 50. And then we can make like some sort of restart screen once your health is equal to 0. I guess, I don't know. Then gotta do the same thing for the enemy. I gotta actually give my bullets damage as well. Would be a smart thing to do. Where'd I even put the code for the bullets? Wait, real talk. Oh, here it is. We'll give it 5 damage. Nah, screw it. We'll give it 10 damage. And then enemies also need to have health. I don't know where I put the enemies thing. Oh no, we'll give it like... No, we'll give it like 20 health. It can survive 2 hits. Minus equals... is equal to, or is less than or equal to 0. We'll log them as dead, but we'll figure out... Why am I getting so many console logs? Where'd that come from? I forget what I did that... I forget what I did that caused that. Ah, here it is. It's the grace, right. Okay, so they count as dead, right? Because they don't have grace. So they count as dead immediately. Which I have to remove them from the enemies array somehow. Which, how do I... Is there a thing I can do, or am I gonna have to turn this into like a more simple array? Oh no, I don't think I can get the position of it. Oh, that's okay, that's kind of annoying. I have to do a different kind of for loop. Okay, the rest of this should work correctly, but I should now be able to see the position of that enemy inside of the array when it dies. Yeah. Then I can just splice. I think, or actually not splice, slice. At that position 1. You're supposed to be dead! Why are you alive? Does this not work how I thought it would? Does that not remove the thing? What if I were to make 2 of these? And put the other one like over here. Oh, they're both they're both supposed to be dead. Wait, I gotta look this up. Why does this not work? Array.slice. There's not really a good website. Or maybe Splice is the one that I wanted. It's showing me PHP, which is not what I'm working with. Oh no, we'll try Splice, see if it works. Oh, it does. Okay, Splice was what I was looking for. I just want to make 100% sure it works on. Well, so we'll change this one to like be really far away. I can make sure to hit that one. Okay, and then you're alive, and then I can kill you. Perfect! Yay! Woo, go programming. Okay, now the thing that I need to do is give the enemies some grace period as well. So they don't just get one-tapped. I'll give it to this guy, give him like maybe 2 speed only though. And where is it again? There you are. Enemy grace. We'll give them a shorter grace period than the player. We'll give them like 30. And then same thing if their grace is less than 1, we'll check. If they are currently being hit, otherwise we'll just not check for that because it does not matter. Oh, I forgot to make their grace decrease. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it takes a little bit. I appreciate that, man. You don't have to inflate the numbers if it's not, or if you don't want to, if it's too much, I don't know, strain on the network or something, but I appreciate you doing it. hope you enjoy your... Oh, it's a show, not a movie. Okay, I couldn't remember which one it was, but I hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, I clicked off the screen like a goof. Okay, I think I need that part. Yeah, okay, this is... I don't know, we're actually getting somewhere. It was like a simple... It's actually kind of sad that it took me about 2 hours to make something very simple like this. But, you know, it's fine. I keep going on and playtesting. I'm too addicted to to playing my own game. Okay. So the next part of this is gonna be to... Well, I won't empty this out right away. But basically, I just need to add waves. So another function down here. There we go. So our create is, so we should now create an enemy, yay! It's basically the exact same thing, but now I can call this function whenever I want to spawn enemies. Now I just need to make the enemies spawn with like kind of random parameters, I guess. Like whether they spawn through the top or bottom or whatever it is. So I guess I'll just do it like this maybe. It's like what random position, sure. Between 1 and 4. I guess case 1 can be top. We'll just say something like this. Or yeah, that's fine, like minus 100, minus 40 is like the size, and then left location can equal just window dot We'll do this as math.flora as well, just in case. There we go. So that's either top or bottom, and then now this one will just be either left or right. There, so theoretically this should just make it not spawn always at 0. Oh no, maybe it would be helpful if I made the variables that I just randomized actually plug into where the guy spawned. So he spawned there, he spawned there, he spawned always on that side. He can just top this time. Okay, he finally hit the bottom on the top. Still haven't seen him on the left side. I assume he can spawn there. Let's also make the players spawn in the center of the screen, maybe. I might not be allowed to get that at initialization. There we go. Boom. Get him out of here. One thing I'm not the biggest fan of is you can pepper it with a lot of bullets. Or, like, you could pepper an enemy with a lot of bullets, but it doesn't do anything. Like, if you hit them with, like, 3 or 4 bullets, none of the bullets do anything because of the grace. So I might turn the grace for enemies way down. If I can find where it is, there it is. So maybe we'll only give them grace for like 5 frames. So yeah, that gives a better illusion where if I shoot you with 2 bullets, you still die. Yeah, I think that looks better. That doesn't really account for the huge, like, spam strat. I mean, we can make, like, maybe ammo or something be a thing, so you have to worry about that. Like, ammo, you'll just progressively get it back. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So then every frame, maybe we'll give it, like... I don't know. A 1 in 4? One in 4 chance to spawn enemy. What'd I even name it? Create enemy. There we go. Oh my god, okay. Okay, that's too much. I think that's a few too many enemies. I can't believe it's not lagging. Die. Can I defend against this? Oh, if I do the slow bullet strat, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible to live if I just spam bullets in one area. Cause they don't have grace for that long, right? So it'll clear all of them. Maybe I can get myself like a circle. Like really slow moving bullets. Oh, this is the strat. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a way to prevent this. Because this should not be survivable. But this is the strat right here. We found it. Okay, I'm actually really surprised it is not lagging. It feels like it absolutely should be lagging by this point. This is low-key kind of fun, I'm not even gonna lie. I keep getting addicted to playtesting. Okay, that is way too much though. We'll bump that up to maybe 1 in 10. How does 1 in 10 look? Maybe a few more. Maybe 1 in 15. I mean, I guess not everybody is gonna have the same frames as me. So maybe there should be a better way. Because if you're playing on low frame rate, you'll get way less enemy spawns. Which, I mean, should not be how it is. Or, I mean, we can make killing enemies more rewarding, perhaps. I think it's come to the point, though, where it's like it'd be helpful to have art going on. I don't know. Oh, I clicked off again. Oops. Okay, maybe I'm gonna put it to like a 1 in 30 chance. So it's like... Still actually gave me quite a... I think that might have been bad luck, though, more than anything. It still sends quite a few enemies, even at a 1 in 30. Okay, like 1 in 60. This should be like once every second, pretty much. Which it definitely is not. Oh, this is kind of the strat, though. You group them up. Because what I want to do is have, like, kind of a slow trickle through of enemies. And then every so often have, like, a wave. And have, like, set times in between, like, waves. And then waves can increase difficulty by however much. I should add, like, health bars and stuff probably, too, I guess. I don't think that'd actually be difficult to do. I think I gotta make the bullets smaller also. I don't even remember. I don't even know. I don't even know where the bullet code is anymore. There, we'll tune the size down to like 10. There we go. That feels a little bit better. It's still like totally overwhelming though. Okay, I'm gonna not have enemies spawn like that in the future. I'm gonna create a better system. But like, let's focus on creating, or like making it look at least kind of nice. When I add comments to distinguish where the code is, I don't know if it's gonna help. Truthfully, I don't know if that would help, because like I can go to a place and I can see like, oh, create enemy. Okay, that's where I need to go. And stuff like it's just become like a big file now. So I'm like trying to scroll up and down to figure out where stuff is. Okay, when I build an enemy, I want to also, or when I draw an enemy anyway, I want to draw a health bar on it as well. So we fill a Rick like this, and then we'll also do fill Rick like and then we'll put it like above their head, so like -10 maybe. Then enemy.size, that'll be our width. So we'll make it the same width. Okay, really? Alright, I'm getting tilted. Unbelievable, alright. And then like that, I guess, I don't know. And then on top of it, we'll overlay. But instead of that, we'll do enemy.health. And then I just need to change the fill style to be like just dark red. Is that a thing? Can I do that? I don't know, like purple. Does this work? This works. Dark red, that actually, it's so hard to see, but it actually works. Why is everything spawning with half health? Oh wait, no, it's not spawning with half health. It's... Okay, fuck. I'm making this green. I just will make this green and gray. I'll go look at proper hex colors later, I guess. There's some... Okay, that actually looks more correct now. But it needs to be more elevated off of their head. Like 20. No, that was size. Oops. Okay, maybe 15. 20 might be a little bit too much. There we go. That looks good enough. Wow, this is like the emptiest it's ever been. I must have gotten really good luck on the spawns. Let's see. I'm gonna have to math things out. Okay, yeah. See now it's a bullet hell again. I'm gonna have to math things out on how I make that green. How would I do that? Because health is... Like, if I give them more than 20 health, it's gonna go off the screen. I think did I only give them 5 health? I give them 20 health. What if I, like, if I give them 60 health, it's gonna start, like, becoming a problem. Yeah, like, their health bar maybe goes a little too big. So I need a better formula. Man, my ammo just does nothing too. So how do I make it... Where'd I even put this code? There it is. So this is fine. The thing is, so... enemy size, which is like whatever it is. I think it's, yeah, 40. So can I just divide health by 4? Or, how should I do this? I need to kind of ante up however much health it has into 40, but represent it differently. Oh, that's... wait, this is low-key kind of a hard problem, though. At least for me, because I'm like crap at math. Oh no, am I allowed to just do... just divide it by size? Does that actually work? No, not at all. Not at all, in fact. What about the other way around? That's not better. It's not better. Actually, the weaker I get them, the more their health bar fills up. So that's... man, really, really helpful indicator. Gotta think. This is why I don't code on stream. Is I hit a problem like this that actually requires me to sit down and like do math. I'm bad at thinking on stream. I don't know. I guess this is like okay for now. We can come back to it. They can have comically large health bars, so it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna give myself some ammo as well. So we got grace, size, speed, health, ammo. And then I guess we'll just do like 100. And then every time you shoot, or actually I'll put it that way I can make different guns in the future. What I can do is I can have damage and I can have cost of ammo. Actually, nah, I can implement this later, but it might actually not be necessary. I just need to make ammo decrease one of these days. whenever I find the click event that makes it happen. There it is. I was right there. I was already editing it. We push a new bullet and then player.ammo goes down. Then we need to represent ammo, which we can do in the same way we represent health, except on the other side of the screen, and I don't know, gray probably. Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. We'll do it like this, then. So, window.innerWidth. And then this needs to be, okay, how did I copy paste this? And it's not anywhere here. Okay, does that... I hope that works. That does work. Alright, perfect. And then I just need to make that slowly actually go back up. Is that gonna make it so it just like... Yeah, it's gonna make it so it goes up forever. Also, it needs a cap. Yeah, it needs to go up way slower though, so I'm gonna need to... Something like this. Yeah, that will slowly gain over time, and I can change this to be whatever number I want, so maybe 20 frames. Maybe 20 frames and then a lockout, perhaps? After shooting, so you have to not shoot for a little while to start reloading again. Or actually, we'll make this equal... Well, I can't make it too long. We'll make it equal, like, 10. Or, well, 0 to start with. And then we'll make the regen lockout equal... whatever, and then... Or actually, it's probably easier if I make this equal just less than 1. That way it can go into negatives. Or I'll make the lockout like longer just so I can see if it's actually working. So like 40 frames. Yeah. That actually kind of seems about perfect. You start slowly gaining it. I'll make it 60 frames and I'll make the progression only like 5. Something like that. I think progression still maybe goes a little too fast. Or maybe not fast, but it feels like kind of choppy. You know, like when it's going back up. Yeah, it's just me. This actually makes ammo something that you have to use wisely. Group them all up, knock them all down. Could actually also have it so instead of going infinitely, your bullets have pierce, which I might do. Like no pierce on the base gun, obviously. Oh, there's no more. Here's the question. Do I start making the UI or a UI with like actual HTML? Would that be the play, chat? Would that be the play? I'm not too sure. I don't know. I got some ideas, but I think maybe we'll leave the end stream again tomorrow. Pick up where I left off. Oh man, did I add a check for if you were out of ammo? It doesn't. It's still gonna fire if I'm out of ammo, isn't it? Okay, well we'll add that check and then I'll sign off for today. There we go. No, it won't let me fire if I don't have ammo anymore. But yeah, I think that's about where I'll stop for today. Tomorrow, I don't know. I'll stream again tomorrow. Make more progress, potentially. It's actually been fun. It's been a while since I've, like, written anything. So, it was cool to do a little project. Yeah, maybe we'll come back to it, maybe not, we'll see. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next stream.